Welcome to Watch Symposium. I'm Austin. Another day, another Rolex Explorer 2. I'm headed to Nakano, and I'm meeting a viewer that's interested in the Explorer 2. Now, in my own Rolex acquisition journey, the Explorer 2 followed my very first piece, which was a Tritium no-date 14060. That's a no-date sub. And of course, if you get a no-date Rolex watch, it's just an excuse to get one with a date. That's probably going to be your justification for piece number 2, plus the GMT function. I got the no-date sub after my first daughter was born, but before my second, I got the Explorer 2. And it was what I was wearing on my wrist when she was born. And so I associate it with that experience with her. And she does too, because there are pictures of me holding her wearing the watch. And I hope one day, for that reason, she will acquire the watch. And that's one of the things I love about mechanical watches. They last, they can be passed on. Not that you can't with a Casio, but there's a gravitas that comes with the expense of a Rolex watch that people want to take care of them. They want to keep them running. And that's not the case with a lot of throwaway watches these days. You know, you can have a decently made mechanical watch with an ETA movement, but sometimes watchmakers just don't want to fool with those kind of watches. They are beneath them. And for that reason, having a high-end watch, it's more eternal, it's closer to eternal than one of these lesser watches, or for certain, a Casio watch. Now, is a mechanical watch, is a Rolex eternal? Well, I don't think so, but it's about as close as we can get. Certainly more so than a pair of shoes, a coat, a wallet. You know, it can live a long time with us and make memories with us, and that's why we love them. And that's why when it comes to a man and, say, one possession that can really define his life, I think you could make a great case for a mechanical watch. And that's likely what this viewer is after, so we'll see if we can find something for him. All right, so here with the viewer, and again, he's after a 16570 Explorer 2. Now, are you after the polar dial or the black dial?
Polar.
Polar, all right, the more popular polar dial. All right, so as far as the configuration, what kind of Explorer 2 are you after?
So probably something with no tritium. I want something that I can actually easily service. I can keep. So maybe super luminova or what's the other?
Yeah, luminova or super luminova.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I hear is the same thing.
Okay.
And as far as holes?
I don't mind either. Either's fine with me.
All right. And box and papers, is that a must?
It's not a must, but preferable. You know.
Yeah. And as far as the bracelet,
I'm looking for probably not hollow end link, so end link solid.
That makes sense. I don't think there's anybody that sets out for a hollow end link.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah.
All right, we'll see what we can find.
Perfect.
All right, success. Okay, so tell me about this watch.
So it's a 16570 with a polar dial, D serial, with luminova for lume, and yeah, it's beautiful. I wanted the polar dial, so we found that. Was serviced 2 years ago, so
through RSC.
Through
right?
SRC, yes.
That's a big bonus. It was running really well, plus 3 seconds, and the amplitude was 296, and the beat error was 0.0. It's a 2005 piece, box papers, tags, and just a really nice piece, nice fat lugs, and there's some wear on it, but a lot of potential. Do you think in the future you'll have it serviced? Not serviced, but polished?
Yeah, I think in the next 5-10 years, whenever it needs to be serviced next, I'll get a light polish on it. But after that, I think, yeah, I'll probably never polish it again, and it'll be perfect.
One polish, and then everything else will be your history on the watch.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, man.
Thanks.